Hello guys, it's time for another Q&A. Okay, a lot of you guys, you were asking after I did this training video, what is your LATV record? Because I said that it was far from my record. My record is 11 double around the worlds. So there you have it. From Fisher, would you say you're slightly ambidextrous? I had to Google translate that. And actually it just came up the same, so I had to Google search it. And then it basically means if you're equally good with both arms or legs. And I think clearly I'm not, because I have no chance in writing with the left hand. But it's like when you start football and you are making this first pass or this first shot when you're really small, and you have one leg that feels better, so you just keep on doing it. And when by the age of 12, 13, the difference is so big, so you just keep on going. So I think it's more about forcing yourself to use both legs. Okay, I will do outside on the weak foot. It's going to be like every trick that I'm learning on the outside revolution, I'm going to do with left. Possible I could be much better at many tricks if I did it right. It's hard to tell, but at the moment, like double with cross outside, I have much better on the left foot than on the right foot. And it's the same with all out revolution tricks. Like I do Scala better on weak foot, I do Shimo better on weak foot, and yeah. So I think it's more about forcing yourself to train it. Okay, next question is from George Lara. He's writing great video. Thank you very much. And he's wondering if I've ever been to Mexico. I've never been to Mexico. I've been to United States like 5 times, but never to Mexico. So maybe next time it would be fun. Maybe you guys should invite me. Who is your favorite freestyler to be with? It's like so many great guys in the freestyle community. I used to travel a lot to all these competitions, and I would say that it's really hard to pick one guy, but I think maybe Brisse from Denmark, because he's a really funny guy and he always makes jokes, and yeah. So that's cool. Next question is from Yo. Why did you start with freestyle football? The typical answer to this question is that you got some injury, so you couldn't play football, and that's why I started with freestyle. I think when I started, and most of the guys, they were not really good enough in football. So football freestyle was a different thing, and maybe they were more talented. At least for me, I was never really a team player. I like to have the ball by myself and just dribble and have fun. I didn't have any injuries that made me go as a freestyler. I think that if you have real injuries that you have to stop with football, I don't think you can handle to be freestyler on high level, because it's also physical. So I don't really buy these stories that I broke my back or leg and then I had to start with freestyle. It's like an excuse that they didn't make it as a full-time football player. So yeah, I started, it was maybe a combination of that I wasn't good enough for football, and it was more fun to just do freestyle and just do tricks. I started because a friend of mine actually challenged me. He saw a video of Mr. Wu. I probably answered this before, but I wanted to do the same tricks. So I was watching other guys doing tricks, and yeah, it's so much easier for you guys, because now everything almost is done, so you can just go and watch the tutorials. when I started, there was no tutorials at all. There was just few guys who did the trick, and we have to try to figure it out ourselves. And also we had to do the new tricks, like invent them. So that's a really advantage for you guys, that you can improve much faster because you get the best tips. Next question is from Kari. Hello, Kari. It's good freestyler from Czech Republic. I think it's like you won it 6 times, the Czech championship. Very good. His question: can you explain how to be professional? Hard in, level lowers, all around, and also a real pro freestyler who lives alone, not with parents, and earn money like a freestyler. How do your schedule trainings in touch with your own freestyle events, shows, and etc.? Yeah, thank you so much and wish you the best. Thank you, Kari, for this question. Was quite many questions, but in the beginning it was really hard to try to be professional. You need to train more than everyone else, and at the same time you need money. I started when I was quite old, so I didn't have this opportunity to live with my parents and just train freestyle like you guys probably can, most of you. So I was actually on student loan the first year I tried to be a professional freestyler. So I was supposed to study, but instead I used the money and I just freestyle. So it was kind of a gamble, but it was like 1 year. And I remember I moved to Arendal to train with Likey, and we were doing shows, and yeah, it was quite hard. But of course, when I won the world championship, everything changed. So it's all about getting that promotion. And quite many freestylers have won some title now, but I would say very few of them know how to take advantage of it. It was promoted everywhere, so I got requests from all around the world, and I just traveled and did shows. And it's pity I didn't do the YouTube at the moment, because I was doing so many cool events around the world, and it would be nice to film it. But I wasn't there in my mind. I just did it for the money and just to travel. It was really difficult to keep the level. It's something when you're on airports and different time zones all the time, you kind of, you don't feel like training, and that's a problem. So like whole 2011 I was traveling, but I also was struggling with injuries. So yeah, I think it's really difficult to be on a high level and do all this traveling. So my method of making it as a professional freestyler was to stop traveling, basically. Every time I got requests from other countries, I said no. I just stopped traveling. I was so tired of hotels and airports. It sounds maybe a bit strange, but it's not really fun when you're traveling and just for the work. It started to be much better. It's like I just did jobs in Norway. I was training every day almost, and I just did the shows in the weekends, and my level is back up. So I would say the main problem is social life. Of course, I'm not really a social person to begin with, but it doesn't help that you always travel, and every weekend you always have some event. So when your friends are doing something, then you are working. All kinds of celebrations, you are working. So I guess you have to ask yourself if it's really worth it. If you should have that in mind when you are trying to be a professional freestyler. The other things in your life can be more complicated, because you are not in the typical social setting, working Monday to Friday and have social activities in the weekend, because actually your life is opposite. So that's the hard part, to be professional, not everything else. Viper Freestyle 10, can you tell us the story behind your friend Likey? I know he stopped freestyle ages ago. I don't really know what you want to know, but I met Likey at the Norway Cup in 2006. I just started freestyle, and he was there. He was already quite good, and he had a show. So basically, he invited me up on the stage, and we did some tricks together. And after Norway Cup, we just kept contact on Messenger. And after like 1 year, I decided to move to Arendal, to his city, and we just started to train together. And we were training every day for so many hours, so we were improving quite fast. At the best, I'm quite sure that he was the best in the world. He did everything. He was like all rounder. He did all the crazy at that time the crazy lowers, but he also had the blocking style and all these acrobatic tricks, sit downs, uppers. Yeah, he was a complete all rounder. And yeah, basically after three years of hard training, he wanted to train other things like breakdancing and tricking, and he just faded away the ball. So he stopped making videos, and yeah, he removed all his videos, and he kind of escaped the internet world. So I'm not going to say anything more about it because he really don't want to be on the internet. So it's not like I'm going to make huge video and talk about it. So if you have questions for Likey, I don't know, try to email him. Maybe you get an answer. Yeah. He's a really nice guy. He's just he didn't want to be part of the freestyle community anymore, and he just got other interests. So he just started to train other things, and I'm quite sure that he's pretty good at what he's doing now. So yeah, who knows? Maybe he will upload some video of that in the future. Let's hope. So okay, guys, that's it for this week's questions and answers. If you have more questions, write them in the comments. We will see. If you have a lot of questions, I will make another one. If not, we will probably wait a couple of weeks. So that's it for now. Remember to subscribe and share this channel with all your friends so we can keep on doing this. And like it if you do. If you don't, that's fine. See you next time.